It's crunch time. Amin is supposed to be Kendrick Perkins, and I demand you go back to being Kendrick Perkins. Yesterday, there was a pro day for Georgia's Anthony Edwards, Kentucky's Tyrese Maxey. Paul, do you want to see more of these NFL-style pro days in the NBA in the future? It was pretty fun.
Rach, I'm not too sold on these pro days because, I mean, just to watch a player, look at this. He's handling the ball, he's passing it back, he's taking spot up, no defense around. I can't measure a player's heart, his work ethic. I need to see him against competition. I mean, this is all good for this is all good for Instagram and, you know, for just, you know, measuring the guy's vert, but this really doesn't tell the tape of a guy who can play. I mean, I probably would have failed pro day. they couldn't measure my heart and my will.
Things worked out for you, okay.
And it worked out.
I'm just saying, I would say that pro day in some ways was just an advertisement for Clutch, right? It was a recruiting tool for future guys coming out of college.
Coming
you had LeBron, and you know, but right? You had LeBron and AD sitting there courtside. He was on ESPN too. I mean, that's what it felt like to me more than anything.
No, that's really what it is. It's to make Clutch look good, and it's also for the clients to look good. You know, for us as teams, we always put guys in positions where they didn't feel comfortable because we wanted to see how you reacted to the adversity. That's not adversity. That's just making the kid feel good and have TV cameras and all that.
Right. I'm going to make you uncomfortable and say you should talk in your voice. You're supposed to be
Rachel.
The Mavericks making some trade noise, according to the Dallas Morning News. The Mavs want to move up in the lottery, and everybody except Luka and Porzingis are available. They have picks 18 and 31. So Kendrick, Perkins, Amin Elhassan, use your front office brain here. Does Dallas have the right idea in this draft of all drafts?
Let me tell you something, Rachel. The Dallas Mavericks have an idea of who they want in the draft. And in this draft where it's so flat, prospects after about 5 through about 15 are the same guy. So if you're the Dallas Mavericks and you know who you want, hell yeah, you go out and get them.
What do you think,
I don't know. I think they need a veteran player, you know, to enhance this roster. But the thing is, too, they try to acquire assets. And the more assets you get later down the road, you can acquire that player that you desperately need to make a championship run.
Here's what I know. They want cap room, not for this season, but next offseason. I wonder why. All right, our draft expert, Jonathan Givony, reporting that the Wolves met with LaMelo Ball earlier this week. Paul, is it a big deal to you? Do you like the potential fit of LaMelo Ball in Minnesota?
Not so sure. They got D'Angelo Russell, who needs the ball. Karl Towns needs the ball. I don't know if I like another guy that needs the ball in his hand. And he's shown some greatness in the places he played, but I'm not sure this is the pick for them.
Listen, Rachel, if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, you got an opportunity to get a free look at these prospects. You do it. Anyone who's saying, by the way, I heard rumors about him not interviewing well. If you believe that, then I got a bridge to sell you. Look, if you knew better, you do better.
And there you go.
Perk, come back fast, please.
Yeah, we need you, Perk. This is not going well. The Jump would like to wish a happy 24th birthday to Devin Booker. Paul said before the break he's only 24. Yes, he's only 24 and led the Suns to an improbable 8-0 record during the restart. He averaged over 30 a game in that stretch. He was second in MVP voting to Dame Lillard in the bubble for the bubble MVP. Such a young age, the best may be yet to come. So what do you think the ceiling is for Book?
Rachel, I think that he can be the best shooting guard in the NBA and on the MVP ballot within the next 3 years.
Next 3 years?
Yeah. I said what I said, Rachel.
That's strong. I think he could be the best player on the championship team.
You do? Okay,
you know,
so he has that.
As I always say, you need that swing guy who could do multiple things, and he's shown a lot over the last couple of years and in this bubble. His maturity, his all-around offensive game. He needs to get better on defense, but he could be the best player on the championship team, I believe.
Where do you feel the Suns are right now? I mean, because obviously those seeding games, they look great.
I'm going to do this in my voice because I'm tired of doing the Perk voice. This is the thing about teams like the Suns. When you are trying to be great, that's not something that, okay, we got it, we ain't on the bubble, now everything's here on after. You got to do it every single day. And this organization has shown an inability of doing things like that every single day. So the one thing they got to watch out for is recidivism, going back to your old ways. And it's real easy if the season doesn't start the way you liked it, the way it ended, to kind of everybody let go of the rope. So before we say what can the Suns be, I just want to see them try and continue the good habits that Monty Williams got them working on last season.
Paul, do you see them as an over 500 team, as a playoff team, making into that lower seeding in the West?
They're hard for me to figure out because they start off the season so well.
They usually
It's
do,
like,
yeah.
oh, they're going to be in the playoffs. Then they just tank. And then they come to the bubble, and they look like a playoff team. You know, they got to find some consistency within this group. And I think with some of the veterans they have, they found it. I think they could be a playoff team next year.
Now, you remember Jason Tatum said it was after he made the All-Star game last year, it just like completely changed his mindset. He said he
Yes.
thought of himself differently. He wasn't worried about himself in the same way anymore, and we saw his play just take off. Do you think Book, having made the All-Star team, is going to influence him the same way? What kind of confidence did it give you as a player?
Oh, it gave me tremendous confidence. It made me feel like, you know, I belong with these guys. So when I sit in that locker room and I'm sitting next to LeBron, Wade, and all,
Yeah.
I feel like I belong now. And it's like, all right, it's time for me to go show it. You know, he had that opportunity this year. He feels like he belongs. Now it's time to take his team to the next level, not only as an individual. He took his game to the next level. It's time to take his team to the next level now.
Now, I think for Book, he's thought of himself as an all-star several seasons before this one.
Yeah.
So this wasn't like a, oh, wow, I finally made it.
course not.
It's one of those about time.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the things I love about him. He's got high aspirations and high ambitions for himself.
Devin Booker, the only NBA player to be in the All-Star game, the NBA bubble, and Kardashian Island, all three. He got the trifecta this year, so.
You knew better, you do better.
He wins. There you go. This just in, at the
DJ
buzzer.
Nitro.
I'm very sad about this. Our graphics
No.
producer, Kate, is leaving us.
Oh,
I know.
shout out to Gina.
Shout out to Gina as well. She is not going too far. She will be joining the LA Clippers next week. But you know those resumes that our fans love so much, right? At the bottom of the screen?
Nice.
She is responsible for those. She is brilliant. She is funny. She has been with us since 2017, a vital part of our staff. I love seeing all these moments over the
kicks,
years.
matching
She's got great photo face too. She knows
Hopefully
when
she
to-
can bring high expectations for the Clippers, some championship vibes.
Well, yes, we've had staffers go to the Lakers. We've had Kobe's Granity Company take someone, and now the Clippers are taking us. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.